Okay, last time we discussed Python lists and we studied what are the Python lists and how we can access those items and how we can change list items and how we can add list items and how we can remove list items. So these were the topics that we actually studied and we discussed. Okay. So
Yes.
So the basic actually, I mean the function and usage of the list, that lists are used to store multiple items in a single variable, right? So for example, we want to store these three items, so we can make a list, okay? And we
Mhm.
can give it a name. Obviously, this is a variable.
Yes.
And all these are list items, right?
Yes.
And the first item actually starts from 0, so this is index 0, and the second item is
Yes.
index 1.
One.
So these are ordered, I mean 0, 1, 2, so these are ordered, right?
So that means there is a total of two, right?
Yeah, there are three items actually: 0, 1, 2. Okay, they are changeable. So list items are changeable. It means that we can actually replace any item. For example, uh, we can remove banana and we can add cherry, okay, in place of
Mm-hmm.
banana. So the list items are changeable, right?
Yes, they are.
And duplicate items are also allowed. For example, we can store apple and again we can store apple. So we can store apple two times. So duplicates are allowed. And we can find the length. So this is 3. And what are the data types? We can store any kind of data. If it is a string, if it is a number or true or false, I mean Boolean data type,
Boiling.
string, integer, and boolean. Okay, so uh, this is the beauty of lists, right? Lists are
Yes.
lists are changeable. Lists maybe duplicate, and these are in order. Okay, so these are ordered. Okay,
Okay.
then we try to access list items. So I'm actually repeating the things. Okay. So we can
Okay.
actually access the items. For example, if we just want to see the index 1 item, so we can actually print this list and 1. So what will be printed?
It's going to print banana.
Yeah, because this one is the number 1 and this is number 0. Okay, that's
Yes.
good. So we can also actually see the negative indexes. Suppose -1 index is, in this example, what is the which is the -1?
The minus one is cherry. If
Yeah,
it's
cherry.
one.
Yeah, it is -1 or -1. Okay, so that's great. And then we can actually add items. Okay, uh, in okay, right now we are just actually accessing the items. So here it means it is starting from 0 and it will display till 4. Okay, and you know the last one is not included. And
So it's
here,
going to count three.
yeah, it is,
That's going to make one.
yeah, it is from index to till end. Okay.
Okay.
So, and these are the negative one from -4 to -1. So, I am actually repeating the things, okay? So here we can change
Yes.
list items. I mean, we can remove, so what will do it? What will do this statement?
It'll make a banana.
Yeah, it will remove banana and it will add,
And replace it with black currant.
yeah. Yes, you're right. So we can actually remove and we can add or we can replace. Okay. So we can add list items as well, right? For example, we can use append keyword. And so there are apple, banana, and cherry, and we can add orange to that list as well. Okay. So to add
Yes, that's how
orange,
it's add.
yes, to add orange, we will use append function. Okay. And there is also insert function, and we need to actually tell the place that where we want to add that item. Okay, and then we can extend the list. For example, this is a list, this list, and then this is again a list. These are two lists, and we can extend it. For example, the first list, this is this list dot extend, and this is the
Can you
second
try
list,
it yourself?
and
Can
this
you
is the
click
second.
try it yourself
Yes, sure.
to see the result?
Yeah. So here you
They
can see
extend.
that this is apple, banana, and cherry. This is from this list, and then mango, pineapple, and papaya. This is from tropical, and this list, and then we are extended tropical to this list. So this list is now extended list. Okay. So this list
Okay.
contains 6 items.
But it had 3.
Previously it had 3, right? But now it has all these 6 because we have extended it.
Okay.
Okay, so then similarly, we can remove list items and the other things we have seen. And then we will actually jump to the Python tuples.
But I
So
didn't did Python loops.
no, we will not discuss loops here. We will discuss loops as a separate topic, like here at the bottom, you can see while loops and for loops, okay?
Ah, okay.
Because that is a separate topic.
Okay.
And after the lists, we are going to discuss the tuples, okay?
Okay.
So, okay, let's start. Lists, tuples, sets are almost the similar thing, okay? There are minor differences. So we can actually create item list in the same way as we create the list. So here we actually create the list. The difference is this bracket type. So while creating the list, we use this bracket type, this straight bracket type. Okay.
Yes.
And if we want to create tuple, and then we need to use this bracket type. Okay.
That one we used that one in before.
Yeah, so this is the difference. Okay. So while creating the tuple, we will use this bracket. Okay. These are almost the same thing, but there are minor actually differences as well. So tuples are used to store multiple items, okay, the same way as lists. But the difference is a tuple is a collection which is ordered, okay, lists were also ordered, but lists were changeable, but the tuple is unchangeable.
Unchangeable.
Okay, so this is the difference. So once the tuple has been created, it is unchangeable. So let's try to create a tuple. It is the same thing, the same way as we create a list. Only the difference is the bracket type. Okay.
Okay.
So inside the bracket
But that
type,
was before.
these are the items, and separate these items with the comma, and the result is the same thing. Only the difference is this bracket. Okay.
Okay.
And then tuple items, the same thing. This is the first item. Okay. First item starts with index 0, and the second one with index 1.
One.
And we have seen that these are ordered, I mean 0, 1, 2, 3, but these are unchangeable. tuples are unchangeable, meaning that we cannot change, add, or remove items after the tuple has been created. Okay, so this is important. So what is the
But I can
difference?
just,
Yeah, what is the difference between list and tuple? Mean
I
list
know
is
how to make
changeable,
it change. I
list
know
is
it is,
changeable, list is changeable, but the tuple is not changeable. Okay.
but I can make it.
Okay, let's discuss in a while when we will be doing it in practical way. So, but
Okay.
okay, also we can actually allow duplicates in that. Okay, so similarly, we can add apple and then we can again add apple. So this is the same thing as list. And we can find the length of this tuple. So what is the length of this tuple?
This tuple, len, this tuple.
So how many items in this tuple?
3.
Three, right? So we can check and we can test that there are three actually items.
To make
Okay,
sure.
yeah, we can actually create tuple with one item only, but we need to make sure that we have to place a comma at the end of the single item. Okay,
Okay.
otherwise it will assume that it's a string if we don't place that comma. So let's try it. So here you can see that we have placed that comma and then we asked it to tell us that what is the type of this tuple, and it is telling us that its type is tuple. And
Tuple.
if we don't place comma here, like we have placed comma here, if we don't place comma that here, then if we ask to tell us the type, and it will telling that this is string.
Okay.
Okay. So if we uh, want to store a single item, we need to place a comma at the end of that item. Okay, so we can actually store string, integer, and Boolean data types. This is the same as
Yeah,
we can store in list, and
this one's
yeah, we
different.
can the tuple can contain different data types. Again, you can see that these are different data types. So this is again
I
similar
have a
to the
question.
list. Yes.
It's here at the start it says ABC and at the end it said male. They're
Yeah.
both string.
Yes.
Why are there two strings?
No problem. You can even add more strings to that. No problem. The point is that we can store string, decimal number, and Boolean to that list. No
Okay.
problem how many times we are actually storing those data types. Like 34 is decimal and 40 is again decimal. I mean integers, okay? So you can save multiple integers, no problem. Okay, the type is actually tuple. Tuple is actually data type.
Okay.
And we can also use tuple constructor here. And when we create tuple constructor, we actually place another bracket around the list, okay? So although there is no need to place those extra brackets and to write this keyword, if we don't put this keyword here, if we just only write this one, so Python can understand that this is a tuple. How Python can understand? Because of this bracket, okay?
Okay.
And what type of bracket we use in list?
It is
This bracket,
the squared one.
this one, right? Okay.
Yes, that one.
Okay, then here is the exercise. Which one of these is a tuple? Okay, so which one is these a tuple?
The first one.
The first one. And what is the second type?
There's another one.
This one,
That one is a list.
list. And what is the third one?
I think so. That one is something that I don't know.
Yes, you don't know, but this is set, okay? SET set. And the topic is coming.
That is already easy. It is the same one as before.
Yeah. So the things are similar. Uh, the list, the tuple, and the sets are almost the same thing, okay?
They're both the same.
Almost the same.
Yes, there's only some difference.
Okay, how we can access tuple items? You know,
There's
this
only
way.
one difference.
Yeah, this way. So, what will be the output of this program?
The output will make a banana.
Banana. Okay. Because apple is 0, index 0, banana is 1. Okay. So, if we ask it to print this tuple and the item number 1, so item number 1 is banana. You're
Yes.
right. And similarly, as you know about the lists, there are also negative indexes. So what if you want to print -1? What will be the output?
-1 would make cherry.
Yeah, this is cherry. So this is -1, and this is,
That is -2.
and this one.
-3.
Yes, this is -3. Okay, we can also print the range of indexes. Okay, so this one will print.
It will print and make banana, cherry, orange, kiwi,
Yes,
and that's it.
yes.
Kiwi too.
No.
It
Uh,
said 5, not 4.
Oh, we need to start from 2, okay?
Yes.
So the third, fourth, and fifth item. So, and which one is the third?
Um, third, the third one is orange.
Orange. So starting from the orange. Orange, kiwi, and is melon included or not?
Not,
Not. So let's
not
try.
included. I am right.
Okay, so this means start from the beginning and go to index number 4. And this means start from index number 2 and go to end, right? So again, we can work with the negative indexes, start from -4 and go to -1. I mean, the things are similar, okay?
Yes, they
And,
are.
and, and here we can check if item exists in the list. So list contains apple, banana, and cherry, okay? And we want to
Tuple.
make sure that if apple is included in this tuple, this one. So apple, is apple there in this list? Yes. So the command is if apple in this tuple, and don't forget to place that colon, and then it will print yes, apple is in the fruits tuple. So let's try it.
Yes.
So here it is, okay? And don't forget to place 2 spaces here, okay? 2 spaces here to indent it from first line. And what if we don't place spaces here? I mean, uh, we put
Will
it
that make an error?
in the same, so it will make an
Yes.
error. So always, whenever you use if statement, so you need to indent it with two spaces.
You
So
odd
it is not
one.
necessary to, you need to actually put some spaces. So it is better idea that you put two places, okay? So what is the answer of this question? You can access tuple items by referring to the index number, but what is the index number of the first item?
0.
Yes. That's one. Okay, can we update the tuple? We have learned that tuples
Not
are
changeable.
unchangeable.
Unchangeable.
We cannot change the tuple. Okay, it's not a good idea to think about changing in tuples. But there is a trick, we can still change it.
Yes, just delete the word that you want to remove and re-add that.
No, we need to change the tuples to list, and then we change that list, and then we convert back that list to tuple. So it's a long, process. Okay. Generally, once tuple is created, you cannot change its values. Okay. But
Mhm.
there is a workaround, there is a trick. You can convert the tuple into list, change the list, and convert the list back into a tuple. But we are not going to do that, just to actually make our concept that this is possible, but we are not going to do that, because if we need to change items, then we will create a list instead of the tuple. Okay.
Okay.
And if we want to uh, create tuple, it means that we are not going to change that. Although in this example, y is a tuple, and then we actually converting y into the list, and then we are going to change the list, and then again we are going to convert the list into tuple, and then we can actually print that tuple. So this is the long way, but we are not going to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Well, uh, so we are not going to delete items, we are not going to remove or change items, and we are not going to update that. Here is a topic that join tuples. Here you can see that here is a tuple 1, and here is a tuple, and then there is another tuple, and we can create a new tuple. Okay. So this is
Okay.
not the append situation. This is not append. Okay. We are creating a new tuple, and tuple 1 and tuple 2. These two lists, these two tuples will be assigned to this tuple 3. So all these 6 actually items will be part of the tuple 3, right?
Mm.
So this is tuple 1,
Yes.
and this is tuple 2, this is tuple 1, and this is tuple 2, and now this is tuple 3, because tuple 1 and tuple 2, the values of tuple 1 and tuple 2 are have been assigned to tuple 3, right?
Yes.
Okay.